Hey guys, I'm Pratik and I'm going to introduce our team to you.
I'm Allison Pritchett.
And I'm Peter Luptak.
And Yuki Kakitsubo.
And together, we are Team
easyBiodata.
easyBiodata. So, a little bit about our team. So, easyBiodata started at a Harvard Business School campus where we were looking to come up with ideas for a classroom course to build a startup. And we were talking around dinner about problems we faced when one of our teammates asked me about my matrimonial search. And that's when we talked a lot about the process and the difficulties that we are going through. And we came up with the idea of easyBiodata.
Let me briefly describe how the Indian matrimony process works. Meet Asha. She's looking for a husband, so her parents create a document called Biodata, which contains detailed family and personal information. Along with this biodata, the parents send pictures of Asha to extended family members, which gets forwarded around a couple times until it finds its way to Rajiv. Happily ever after. Sounds like a pretty simple process, right? The first pain point in this process is the creation of biodata. According to our customer survey, over 70% of people care how a professional biodata looks. Despite this and spending hours creating a biodata, the resulting output is a disaster. It is just ugly. The second pain point is in the sharing process. Take Asha's example. The process I described is actually much more complex. In search for a bride, Rajiv's parents also receives biodata from their great uncle, trusted acquaintances, and other extended family members, which all gets forwarded to Rajiv. Asha's biodata also gets forwarded to extended family members to get their feedback about the candidate as well. As you can imagine, a parent's inbox gets cluttered with biodata forwards. But it gets much more complex than this. Rajiv is also actively searching for a bride, so he sends his biodata, which gets forwarded to their extended family members, who in turn also share it with their extended family members. As you can see, this is an extremely chaotic and unorganized process, and it just confuses the heck out of me, even though I created this slide.
So what we did to validate our hypotheses about these pain points is we surveyed a number of Indian and non-resident Indians, and we found a number of key things. We found that the value that they've had in a biodata service would be in getting the right fields, the right information, so that they could very quickly get to the process. With that, we realized that there was nothing in the market that really provided this type of solution. So we decided to fill the gap. In comes easyBiodata. Our original site was a platform that allowed people to input their information and create an automatically formatted biodata. The parents then sent this biodata to their extended family members, and they could all view a link or the same PDF of that biodata. Super easy. We also had the biodata professionally formatted so that they no longer had to deal with those ugly biodata that they had before. User traction came very quickly as over 1,300 users came in just the first month alone. We also saw great conversion rate with over 4% of users that hit the site completing their final profile. We found some surprises though. Over 50% of the users that came to our site were actually the candidates themselves versus the parents. We found when we called the parents that they were excited that their children were involved and that these young Indians were actually using the site as a cover to find a match while still honoring their culture and tradition. We wanted to help even more, so we created a matching service that was similar to eHarmony that would allow people to be connected by their preferences. In this way, we redesigned what our value proposition was and decided to reimagine the arranged marriage process in India by evolving the spousal search process to give more control back to the spouses.
With both the biodata creation product and the eHarmony matching-like product, we've had incredible traction in the market. As of today, we have more than 14,000 customers and about 30,000 unique visitors coming to the site each month. We are also growing at about 10% week over week. A lot of these users are also converted into paying customers and are actually generating a steady stream of revenue for the business. To give you a flavor of the kind of growth that we've experienced, here you can see how we managed to increase our unique daily visitors from less than 50 to almost 800 per day using zero marketing dollars. We've done this all purely on SEO and growth hacking. We've not only focused on traffic, but also on the conversion within site, and we've managed to bump up the original 4%, which we had November last year, to more than 10% conversion that we currently see on the site. Here is a sample of a tool that we used, Mouseflow, which allowed us to go very analytically about improving the usability and understanding what the users are doing on the site. As for the matchmaking service, we started by providing customized, shortlisted biodatas and sending them directly to our interested users. And we had a steep learning curve here as well. As you can see on this slide, we've improved our open rate as well as the response rate, and through experimentation we can actually drive these metrics still higher. In terms of the market, we are already playing in a huge market that's worth over 1 billion, and it has very strong tailwinds. With the growing population in India and a rapidly increasing internet penetration rate, we actually believe this market will continue to grow at 20 to 30% per year for the next couple of years.
In terms of the competitive landscape, easyBiodata plays in a very unique position. The marriage market, the marriage search process is divided into the private search and the public search. Private search is a private network search where candidates can use family members as well, extended family members, as well as trusted advisors to search partners for them. And public search, similar to Match.com, where public profiles are accessible by anyone. And again, easyBiodata has found a niche in the market, a private search low-cost solution to the matrimony market, which has previously been unoccupied by other Indian matrimony services. We believe that easyBiodata has a huge competitive advantage against the competitors. Because the biodata creation tool has a standalone value to users, easyBiodata actually acquires users for free for the matchmaking service, whereas competitors pay about $15 to $25 per acquired user. Another competitive advantage that easyBiodata has is that it is the first point of contact for prospective spouses. When people start thinking about searching for a partner, the first thing that they do is to create a biodata, and that is where easyBiodata stands. And it is it's in the much further up in the partner search funnel versus competitors. In terms of the financials, we believe this will be a extremely lucrative business. Using very conservative assumptions, we believe that in 2-3 years' time, our profit will be $2 to $4 million. If we are able to continue the growth that we've experienced in the past couple months, and also if we can make the matchmaking service successful, then we believe that the pie is even bigger, and that we have a shot at making $20 to $40 million in profit in a few years' time.
And with that, we're easyBiodata.